Hello, Stella, Clarity, Jenna, Postel. Hi, Joan. Jenna, Postel, Joan. Aisha. Hi. Hi guys, welcome to today's live. And yes, it's been a while, hasn't it? I'm back. It's been like just over a week. I'm really excited to spend some time with you guys this week. Hi Venus. I will not be looking at the feed while I'm just doing the collective now, so we'll go into the reads shortly. I had a very profound meditation this morning. I haven't had a really focused meditation for quite some time, and I wanted to do that before I got on live today. And it was very interesting. I wanted to bring forward messages to the collective. I wanted to connect to a new guide. For a lot of us, if you meditate and you are super hyper vigilant and focused on your meditations right now, there will be new guides that start to come through, because we are moving into a new timeline, and the shift that's happening now and through for the next 2 to 3 years massively. And I want to say categorically very profound, will mean that there will be new guides coming in to support this transition, for some transmutation of energy that is happening. And there will be new guides, higher guides. I connected with a guide I had not met before in my meditation this morning, Saluna. Her name was Saluna, and I knew I came from the planet of Amoria. Now, after this quite long meditation that I did, I actually looked up on the internet if there was such a thing as this planet, and there actually was. It was amazing, the information that I found out after my meditation, in spiritual terms, of course, in spiritual terms. So it's really important that when you meditate now, you ask, I'm not going to say for all of you, but if you feel the need for new guides to come through, because as we're stepping into this crucial time in existence, as human beings, it's really important. The message that I did get for the collective, and the majority of the meditation was directly for me, but basically saying that we need to have more joy in our lives right now. We need to strive for play and our inner child and joy and connecting with others that are on our wavelength. Okay, we have the 9 of Pentacles here, so this is definitely a time of receiving and giving and receiving. Okay, I actually haven't got my glasses, and I thought I'd be okay without them, but I'm not going to be, so I'm gonna have to get there in a second before I start the reads. But we are yeah, look at that. Now that Ace of Swords is on my live today. Obviously, Neptune goes direct. Tarot lives I put on my channel this morning, and there is that Ace of Swords. There's a lot of truths coming through. Our reality, or your reality as you see it, is very different to what it's been before. You're going to be getting a lot of clarity, aha moments, understandings of what you need to do next, as we're entering this time of mystical energy, where we're really looking deep and looking at, and the whole world is actually what more is out there. Okay, the Hierophant, that inner wisdom, definitely change coming in regards to clarity and things that we're going to be able to have more understanding of and focus on, and what we need to release, what we need to focus on, basically moving forward in this next year coming. Is going to be a very spiritual year, and it's up to you guys that are online now, that it's up to you guys to use your spiritual wisdom to help others with their healing, because a lot of people don't know healing. 8 of Cups, A lot of people don't understand the energies that are around them. They may feel it, they may just not understand it because they're not understanding of ascension, awakening. And I want you to ask yourself, what does it mean for you to be awake? What are you awakening to? What truth are you awakening to in this new reality we're stepping into, okay? Two of Cups energy, beautiful. This is all about connections, what's coming up next year, 2026, 2027. This spiritual union we're going to have, not only with our guides, with our higher self. And that's another message that I got, but I got that last night. This was like, almost like, I know your human self is just flesh and blood. Yeah, look at that, the Fool, as we move and transform into this new beginning. And using our wisdom from past experiences, the Wheel of Fortune, wow, really exciting energy. And I was going to say, I got a channel last night that the human self, even though it is flesh and blood, okay, there's something tangible happening with the human body. Obviously, upgrading the DNA, and you're changing and you're crystallizing. And the human is understanding the higher self. The higher self is the caregiver of the human self, but together they're sort of working together. Two of Cups. I don't know how to convey this into words in a way that people will understand. It's almost like the human self is becoming less human in a way, and more integrated with the spirit itself, with your soul, to now, as before working apart, now really working together. All right, let's have a look at, and how did the full moon treat you all? The full moon, the last full moon of the year in Gemini, the super moon. It's very beautiful, wasn't it? It was very potent, okay? Spirit's asking you to show up for you. You need you to show up for you. You need to show up for yourself, okay, right now. With this truth, with this clarity, with this understanding of what you need to do moving forward, what you need to change, what you need to cut out, what human traits. But the human is very right now, and I feel it will be integrating with the spirit moving forward, understanding of what the spirit needs it to do, okay? Yeah, this is a different dynamic. It's a different dynamic we're stepping into, where the human is almost like understanding the soul and being able to integrate with it to become less human. And this is all part of ascension. It's very, very difficult to explain, but for those of you who get it, you will get it. Understand what I'm saying. Okay. What else do we have, Spirit? What else is here for the collective? And then we'll move on to the live reads. I'm hearing the human has so much to say but hasn't said. So I feel that you may be moving forward, expressing yourself more. Remember with this, because we are humans still after all, we still embody that ego, right? To be kind to others. There's something about being fun, or a need to be more fun. Other people may find you at this time quite witty and funny, and they think it's just you being different or being happy. And yeah, it is you being happy, but it's because your human self knows what it needs to do to support itself, right? You may need to pinch yourself now and again, because you may experience, I'm hearing, like some out-of-body experiences, or really profound dreams or meditations, and you may have to pinch yourself. And it's quite like exciting in a way, because this energy you haven't felt before. This is a new human experience, but the human is relishing in it, because with it comes abundance, with it comes literal tangible things that can integrate with your, like, yeah, you're in new territory here. Just like I said, you may have to pinch yourself. You've been in a period of gestation, been in a period of waiting for the human self to express itself completely. So other people around you may be seeing a different you. But for those of you who this is happening to, because I don't think it's just happening to me, I think it's happening to a wider collective of spiritual beings that are awakening and ascending. And it's all part of this 3D to 4D process. One more card, Spirit. So show up for your human self by appreciating it, okay? So that there's no more lack. You don't feel any more lack in this new human experience. It's so hard to explain. It's just there in my mind, but very hard to explain, okay? You're a light worker. Okay, yeah, gestation. You've been in this period all your life, I'm going to say, of gestation. You are a light worker. One more card. And I'm looking at a deck that's in my box, all right? Things are speeding up. I'm going to use that in a second. Yeah, you're crossing, oh my God, you're crossing the streams. And when I wrote this card, I didn't know why I wrote this card. And now I know. We're not supposed to, or we've been taught not to integrate our human and our spirit. There are two different things, and yes, they still are. But as we're leveling up, as we're ascending, as we're changing, our DNA structure is changing, our human body is literally changing. We are starting to cross the streams. Don't be afraid to cross the streams. To let your human mind, your mind is changing, yeah, because the structure is changing, the DNA is changing. Let your mind appreciate your spirit self. And your spirit self is excited about this new awakening the human body is having, okay? So you're crossing the streams. Something we're not supposed to do, right? Cross the streams. And it's going to give you a lot of incentive and drive. I'm hearing new ideas, new things coming up that you experience without fear, okay? All right, I'm going to go downstairs and get my glasses because I left them in my bag. And then we're going to start the live reads. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. Okay, we're going to be using the Waite Smith deck today. I've had my shaman stone on it all week on that deck, so it will be super energized. Let's have a look and see what's here. Let's have a look and see who's on. Okay, thank you, Joan. Hi, Marissa, thank you for your donation. Razia, hi. Let me go back through the list. Twin Soul, hi. Sunshine, Jude. Princess Leah, hi. Yogi, hi. I want you guys all to meditate on, hi Elaine, asking for some new guides to come through, or a new guide. So I got 2 guides came through this morning, and they're both new guides. And not that I dispel my other guides, because they are always with me, but we're moving into a new timeline, and those older guides may have to go and help others. So I'm getting not upgraded guides, but people who, like, the guides you are given to you at various stages of your human existence. That's how I can explain it. And now I'm changing and being spiritually activated to a different level. I've been given new guides. Not that my old guide will go, but possibly will not be with me as much as needing to help others, okay? All right, so I want you guys all to do that. Hi, Helga. Thank you, Marissa, thank you. Joan, Razia, hi. Okay, Joan, post your question. I'm going to start shuffling your cards. I'm using this deck because it's had the Shaman's stone on it for 8 days now. So this is like super energized and ready to go. I'm also using, oh gosh, I hate it when I can't remember the name of a deck. I'm using this deck, which is for the Oracle messages today, as well as the Sacred Traveler deck. Okay, and any other deck I feel the need to being called to. Just waiting for Joan's question. If you could all please refrain from talking on the feed when I'm doing someone's reading, so that not, you know, your energy does not come into the reading. Okay, I will call you out if you're doing that. Energy reading, right? Let's have a look and see what's here for you, Joan. Okay, I'm hearing celebrate good times, come on, do 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 do. Maybe you are planning something for Christmas and New Year. I haven't, I mean, you may say, oh well, it's New Year, of course, but you know, not everyone does. Some people prefer to be inside and be alone and, you know, keep to themselves, but I do feel that you've got a lot of things planned. I do see a lot of people around you, especially in the Christmas period, okay? Year of growth for you. Potential growth, I'm going to say, because it's completely up to you whether you follow your hunches, follow your guidance, follow what you need to do. But it's a huge year of heart activation and communication for you here is showing up. Okay. And balance, some sort of success. I'm hearing something about your mind being more balanced, and you don't know how you could ever have been what you were before, or what you are now, or what you have been in recent years. Okay. You're going to be letting go of fear. I saw that as number 27, but it's actually 12. So between now and 2027, there's an activation here of letting go of fear and being open to anything. Like I just found out that I don't know why I'm telling you this, but it may be significant. I just found out I've got to pay my rego for my car. I forgot about it. It's a week overdue, but it's quite a lot of money. And I'm like, whatever, just pay it. So there's some sort of like fear of letting go, of not having enough or lack of. You could be feeling this too. And just being like, yeah, it's due, just pay it. So maybe you've got a bill coming up that you'd like, Spirit wants you to say, just pay it. They will give you back the resources that you need in the future, okay? Astral travel. Be careful when doing meditations. You could be open and susceptible. So if you're starting to meditate or do any sort of new meditations like I am, make sure that you, you know, ask your guides to protect your energy first of all. So it could be a very spiritual next 3 to 6 months, I'm going to say for you. 3s are significant. 333, you could have been seeing 4s, 3s and 4s, which are talk about collaborations, contracts, stability, security. So that could be really important, okay? If you've got anything you're worried about right now, you need to talk to your guides. This is saying to you, voice your concerns, worries. I don't feel that you have a lot of worries right now. I don't feel that you have a lot of things that you're worried about. You're really doing a lot of conscious clearing. I'm hearing clearing, like a conscious clearing of negative thoughts that come through. So that could be significant to you. Yeah. Wow, this is a really spiritual reading. You've got astro travel, you've got cosmic ancestors, divine will. and creation. You've also got hidden realms, which is very moon energy. This is the judgment card energy. It's like what's coming in for you is a lot more spiritual understanding of who you are, where you're going, where you're from. So a lot of possible dreams about past lives as well. Who your main guide is, where you're from. There's a lot of Egyptian stuff here as well. So I don't know if you're seeing like that. And also the evil eye may be significant to you. So there's some sort of conscious awareness you're having about what's been hidden deep here. Okay. And it's almost like Spirit saying it's come about very quickly. See all these colors of blues and grays and green here and more. Wow, I saw this in meditation, not the stag, but you have a spirit animal that is the deer or the stag. Light your own path. So Spirit saying you know the way. Yeah, look at this at the bottom of the deck. Desire to change, awaken to spirit. Okay, this is a very spiritual reading. I think these cards are pretty spiritual anyway. But, I mean, this is just beautiful. We're going to pull from the animal oracle because you got the stag spirit. We've got the new moon in Sagittarius, guys, as well, coming up on the 19th of December, last moon of the year. Be bold and make the first mood. Okay, mood. Maybe I was going to say move. Mood. Maybe you need to set the mood here, especially to do with romance or relationships, to make the first move. Use breath work as well. Will support you right now. Breath work, breath meditations. Egyptians coming through again. Yeah, I feel this is more like January, February period that you're going to have to take action on something. So let's clarify that before we go on. What is Joan taking action on? What's this be bold, make the first move? Climax approaches, time to take action. Aries, March, April energy. Again, another 4. So 4s are significant here in your reading. It's time to take action. Don't overthink what you need to say to this person. Who is this person? Who is this person Joe needs to take action towards and say what they feel? But this is like a passionate way. Double Aries here. Aries may be very significant. So I don't know if Mike is an Aries. I don't know. Let me know. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. So okay, the collective reading before I did your reading is very important. You need to rewatch that. And the 9 of Pentacles was the first card in that reading, okay? You're stepping into some sort of everything's going to be okay vibe and guide. Your guides are guiding you to affirm to yourself, everything's going to work out. Everything's going to be okay. You're seeing something. You're sensing, I'm hearing something coming in that's going to be passionate, new and exciting. And you're really working on your mental to stop any negative thoughts coming in, and you're doing a really good job doing that, okay? This deck feels a lot bigger. It's bigger because it's had the shaman stone on top of it all week, and it feels like giant. The energy from it's huge. Yeah, you are the magician. Virgo, Gemini, strong Virgo though, double Virgo here. Virgo is really significant. Email me, I'm going to send you a video that I just watched this morning. Obviously that video was meant for you. It's Najita Cave. It's Nat Cave video, and she talked about the magician, she talked about Virgos. That's got something to do with you. So let me know. That's the 40-minute video. I'll send it to you. Email me and I'll send it through to remind me. Yeah, look at that lack of energy that we've been, yeah, this is very similar to the collective reading we just did. You're almost getting like a double reading on this. There's something here about you're stepping into a new you, and you're learning something about yourself and about your old self, that you're going, oh my God, I can't believe I was like that, or I did that, or I said that, or behaved that way. But you're understanding also on a flip side that because your soul is recreating, your human body is changing. Yeah, I mean, the collective is very significant to you. Okay, very, very significant to you, my darling. Okay, yeah, another 4. That's just clarifying it, basically. There is possibly, I mean, there's still some work for me to do. There's work for you. I'm very tired lately. You could have been very exhausted too. I feel that we're mirroring each other's energy, Joan, I want to say. You may be in the same timeline as I'm on too, on a spiritual sense. There's something about you needing to open up to your gifts here, and you possibly will do in 2026 more so. There's some sort of a collaboration. Yeah. You're going to get more messages, spiritual messages coming through. There's some sort of a collaboration possibly with another person. Yeah, look at this transformation. You're shedding the skin. I'm seeing the snake spirit, and we also saw the stag spirit before, right? Let's have a look and see what's here. And I'm going to, I probably could say this same thing to a few different people, not everyone, but if I pick up on that, I will say it. I believe that people come together in particular timelines for particular reasons, okay? What else is here? Oh my goodness. These cards are a bit all over the place. Something's going to be a slow burn or a slow death. Okay, which means that, you know, there may be something that you're still attached to, a vice, or I know with me, I smoke cigarettes. I don't keep it secret. Everybody knows that. I stopped drinking though. There may be something with you that there's a vice that you still want to sort of shed that skin that you haven't done it yet. And that's that 4 of Pentacles that's still holding on. Take your time. Don't be hard on yourself. Slow and steady wins the race here, okay? So only you, and you don't have to say what that is, but only you will know what that means or what that is. Each individual person, they each have their thing. Yeah, you can overcome this obstacle, right? Whatever it is. Okay, what's your second question? I'm going to take my time today, guys, with everybody's readings. I'm not rushing through. Please do not try rush me on the chat. I just need to do it in my own pace, in Spirit's pace, okay? While you're are we committed? Mike, are we we are communicating well. What's going on with them, him? One more card for you. I just want something else. I do feel that there's like some sort of gift you're not tapping into. There's something you're not tapping in. And even if it's just like meditation or something, there's something you're not like tapping into here. You need to break free from whatever you know you need to break free from, right? That death energy, that shedding of the old skin. Yeah, you have a craft. There you go. Yeah, you can see that first word. I can't say it on YouTube, but unlive them, people say that right all the time, with kindness. There's something about being kind, and I said that in the collective as well, so please go ahead and rewatch that. Let's have a look and see what's going on with you and Mike. I'm going to use the Sacred Traveler deck for this. Show me, Spirit, the energy that's happening with Joan and Mike and what she can expect coming up. There's something very exciting here. Someone has a birthday here. So is that his birthday? I'm also getting Capricorn. Cancer, Gemini, which are next to each other, right? May, June. And Aries, definitely Aries. Something going on in the month of April, possibly. I'm also going to use the tea leaf oracle I'm feeling for this as well. There may be a message in there because, okay. Slowly, I'm wanting to shuffle slowly. There's a need to get excited, yeah, but to slow things down. There's something about getting excited in private on your own. So like, you know, when you get off the phone, you may be sort of like just feeling a lot of heart chakra energy here in your heart, welling up and feeling excited and just like fulfilled, or feeling like there's some sort of rebirth happen in the connection, and it's a different energy, right? It's a different energy. So you have a celebration, I do feel, upcoming. Things are going to start happening very quickly. I don't feel it's necessarily in your relationship, but in your own energy. You're not as worried anymore as possibly you were about the connection. It's almost like, I've got nothing to lose. I'm going to go all in with this. It's like, it's not, yeah. He's also seeing, and I think I predicted this not long, quite a while ago actually. He's seeing, I'm hearing the error in his ways. Okay, I have to just say what Spirit's saying to me, as well as like, he's seeing the light, he's seeing the truth, or like who's true to him. Maybe he's had someone around him in the past that has like not necessarily been faithful or loyal or true in some sort of way. Okay. Okay, so you're moving into a time, you have this dragon and the treasure chest here. It says uncovering treasure. So slowly, remember we had the total spirit before, you're seeing beneath the surface. You're seeing him in a different way energetically, because he's, remember, and all the people we're dealing with, whether they like it or not, consciously or subconsciously, they're also changing energetically, humanly. That's my new word. And you're seeing some sort of silver lining, something new that you haven't seen with him before, something. So we will clarify these cards. So you're uncovering something, and he actually may be, yeah, oh my God, like, of course, like I just said, he's seeing the gift that was always in front of him. He's seeing the gift that was always in front of him. Rubies, gold, emeralds may be significant, okay? I don't know whether you're showing up or he's showing up. I don't know whether you live in the same place or not, but there's something about somebody showing up like a surprise here. Perhaps you've thought about like showing up. Whoa, hold on a second. I'm trying to get this to burn. But there's something here about like seeing the gift that you are, or you're seeing the gift that he is. But I feel it's more like he's starting to see the gift that you are, right? And it's almost like wake up, smell the coffee energy, right? Spirit's saying smell the coffee. So like he's woken up and smelled the coffee. And it's all part of like things lining up. Stars energy, right? There's a new energy with you and him. It's very kismet, right? It's very energetically spiritual and very heart chakra. So you need to relax and rest on this. Like you just need to know that everything will be okay. And take your first step. So I do feel that very strong fire energy here. Maybe in the first 4 months, specifically April's coming through with him. You're realizing also, oh my God, this sign says the way, and he's walking the road in the direction of like he's getting this spiritual magnetic pull almost to follow in your direction. Oh, this is lovely. But it's a simpler life. So he may have like wanted more out of his life, or I'm not saying you're not enough. What I'm saying is he strove for excellence or perfection, or, and I'm not saying you're not perfect either, but he's realizing that simple is better. And I'm not saying you're simple either. I'm digging a hole for myself here, right? Right? So he's going to keep going forward on this road. So there he is taking the road, almost like the full energy, and then this is going forward, and it's a long road. I mean, there can be challenges, there will be. All right. What cards do I want to use? No. Tarot. Okay. So he's taking a chance on you. Take a chance on me. Take a chance from Abba. This is coming in. I don't know why. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. In the past, I think there's a lot of emotional confusion here with him. We've talked about this before. And he's facing his emotions now. He's had to go down the emotional rabbit hole here. This is the Alice in Wonderland card. And he's had to face some sort of emotional conflict within to realize that to be happy, content, and have passion in, because the word bliss is here, that he's following like you. And there was a lot of confusion there for a while. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a card of bliss, like honey. He wants to pour honey. You both want to pour honey into this. Honey may be significant. Or gingerbread men, that's Christmas time, right? So something here special possibly that's coming up around the Christmas period. But intuitively, he's been led back to you. I'm hearing that song, 'cause I'm working my way back to you, babe. I don't know who sings that. I don't know the lyrics, all of the lyrics. So, Spirit's saying, Joan, lie back, rest, relax. You don't have to do anything here, okay? Even though sometimes it may seem like a standstill or a wanting, or it's coming in still, okay? You've got sevens here, so you've got spirit support. There's something about sexual energy as well. We've got Emperor. I don't know if he's an Aries. Let me know what sign he is, okay? So you've got Aries energy here. And this horse has come up a couple of times. I just had a meditation about a horse. Also a crystal, blue crystal. Work with crystals, especially clear quartz, okay? It will really support you. I want to just pull something. I don't know if he's an Aquarius. I haven't got an Aquarius energy. But he's manning up here, being the Emperor. Yes, he's been through a lot. You have too, though, right? Smooth sailing, I'm hearing. And I'm also seeing like a trip for you. The Caribbean's coming up. I don't know if you want to go to the Caribbean or go with him to the Caribbean. Montego's coming up. Jamaica's coming through, okay? Show me clearly, Spirit. I'd love to see some heart chakra energy here. There's the Virgo at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, a new beginning together. Prosperity begins. Planting that new seed, watching it grow, being able to harvest it though. Like, it's going to grow. It's going to take time, yes, but it's going to bring a harvest eventually, right? You're intuitively being, and he is, I feel, because that came out for him just then, led to each other. And it's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of happiness here. Pisces, Leo. Oh, the Fool, yeah. So definitely watch the collective again. Yeah, things are going to start moving fast. The next 8 months are going to be really significant, okay? I do see a move for you as well, Joan. Yes, another move. 3 cards, all these 3 cards talk about relocation, okay? There's relocation here for you. In 2026, I'm hearing, and this is the number 6, and we have the 0, so 2026, between 2026 and 2028, is going to be a lot of collaboration energy. Again, with the 2 hands here. Okay. 3-3 is coming through again. I think that came through in the collective as well. Yeah, Ace of Wands, beautiful. And more hands together. So the next 3 years, and we got a lot of 3s, right? And the Emperor again at the bottom of the deck. He's stepping into the man that you wanted, another 3. Look at that, 3 of Swords is behind you, okay? Or behind him, or both of you. 3, 3, 3, 3 in your reading here. So you're definitely coming into a time of being recognized by him and him being recognized by you of where your love lies, where your commitment lies, right? There's a lot of passion here as well. There's a lot of sexual energy, okay? All right, that was your reading. Woo! That was your 2 questions. Thank you. All right, let's have a look at the list again because I just don't know what's going on. Marissa, post your question. Marissa, LH49279. Who's that? Marissa, LH49279. I don't know why. Anyway, Elaine ×2. Divine timing. Thank you everyone for donating. I really appreciate it. It helps me get my food and that for the week when I'm at home. Okay. All right. Loving it. You are on the list. I think Von, the Gemini man, is in a relationship and I want to know if that's why he blocked me. So you guys mustn't be in a permanent relationship. Oh, damn it, Joan. Are you still there, Joan? I just want to pull, I'm still in Joan's energy. Hold on a second. I just want to pull a card out for Joan because I said that I'd pull just 1 tea leaf, please, Spirit. They're not the ones. I don't know if she's still there. Sorry if I didn't, Joan. I'll do it and I'll talk to you later anyway. Okay, let's have a look and see. Marissa. Why did Von block Marissa, please, Spirit? What's going on with this Von, his person? Cancer's coming through. Libra. Aries, Taurus, Aquarius. Oh. Something's hitting this person very hard. Hi, Eddie. Something's hitting this person very hard. Let me know if you're there, please. Marissa, let me know if you're there, please, Marissa. Something's hitting this person hard. And Spirit is trying to support them and help them through this. I believe that they're going through some sort of, they're going through some sort of spiritual transformation here. And they probably don't even know what's going on. So they're wanting to spend time alone, but they're not understanding why they're spending time alone. Or why they're wanting to be on their own. It's because they're closing some sort of chapter here, Marissa. This is what's going on with that person, with the Von person, okay? I don't actually feel any negative energy from this person. I think they're asking a lot of questions right now to the universe, like why am I feeling like this? Why am I feeling like I don't want to be with anyone right now? in a relationship. I don't feel that they're with anyone. I feel very strong, and I got the Cancer energy straight away. So I don't know if they're Cancer. We've got Virgo here as well. Sagittarius is here. We've also got, we've got double Cancer here in the reading. I do feel that going through something, they're wanting to spend time alone to process it. It must be very hard for people that don't understand what's happening to them. And that they're changing and upgrading their DNA, and he's needing to be by himself to do this. So there's something quite spiritual about what's going on in his life right now, okay? But he blocked you. Obviously, I don't know the full story here, so, and I don't want to know it. It doesn't really matter. But he will get back on the right track. You need to be more patient, all right, here, if you're wanting, to hear from this person or wanting that doorway to open up again. You could always, manifest that happening. Imagination. I keep seeing cards from the Wisdom or the Oracle deck. So I'm gonna get these ready. I'm seeing the Imagine card. I want you to keep imagining him with you, talking to you, getting in touch with you. He will get through this, whatever he's going through, okay? But there's a need here for him to want to be alone right now. I don't see him with anyone else. We will use the tarot in a second. Oh my goodness, another 7, yeah. He's very fragile right now. I haven't actually seen this card like this before. Eddie, I don't know if you've seen this card like this before, but she's just she has her head down. She's in a paper boat though, right? And a paper boat is not really gonna survive very long, right, in that ocean. So he could be drowning in his emotions, going through some sort of emotional breakdown or change. But see the bubbles coming out of the back? This is where the water is coming into the boat, okay? And she's not paying attention. I've actually never seen that card like that before. Another 7, 7, 7, 7. So it's almost like tower energy. Yeah, intuition. They're trying to fight through something here on an emotional level. So they've hermetized themselves, but they will get through it because of all the 7s you have, and also the Chariot in the upright. Community. Perhaps this person is spending some time with people that they their friends. I'm hearing I can't even speak. It's like Spirit doesn't want me to get this message out, or someone doesn't want me to get this message out. You've got the Truth Be Told in the reverse. They're still trying to find they've got to clear up their energy. There's very I'm almost seeing spiritual warfare. I can't even speak because something doesn't want me to bring this message through. I'm almost seeing spiritual warfare, I was going to say, with his shadow and his light. And that's why he's hermetized himself. I do feel he may his intuition is off. He's sinking at an emotional level. I mean, he will get through this, but I don't really think it's anything to do with you. This tarot deck feels so heavy because of all the energy in it. Spirit's trying to work really hard to get him through and see clearly what he needs to do. And I think it's a lot to do with devil energy, what or who he needs to release in his life. Oh my God. This came up in the reverse actually, so he will release this. Thank you, Spirit. So yeah, I'm on the right track here. I was just this is a very esoteric, philosophical type of reading for such a question, but it is. He's fighting with his shadow here. Spirit's trying to really work hard to show him clearly what he needs to release. And yeah, it can be a person. I'm not feeling it though, or seeing it. And in a way, your guides have been kind to you that he's not contacting you right now because you don't have to deal with this energy. All right? He needs to do this himself with his spirit team, whether he's aware of them or not. because he's closing a cycle here, but it does involve releasing something, stopping a vice, moving away from just energetically this past timeline, right? And he will get through this. But I don't feel it's anything to do with, yeah, because he's showing up as the King of Pentacles after this release. So what is the Devil in reverse? Or who is the Devil in reverse? He's trying to sort through his emotions, because there's a lot of people that, there's a lot of noise around him, okay? There's a lot of people that are trying to, ooh, this is interesting. There's a lot of people who are trying to steal his light, I just heard. So he's going through a massive spiritual awakening, like the spiritual awakening of his lifetime, where he's realizing who and what he is on a spiritual level. I do feel he'll realize this, okay? Yeah, his light's, yeah. His light, thank you, Spirit. His light blinds them. So he's going through a lot of spiritual attack right now on a literal level as well. People trying to sap his energy vampires. He's confused on an emotional level. You've been removed from this situation so he can figure this out with his spirit team, okay? And he's going to shed a lot of people in his life, a lot of people, a lot of friends. He's a healer, okay? Spirit wants him to awaken to who he is. All right. I want some cards for you. So no, I don't feel there's any other person involved. The only people involved in this is the people in his life, possibly co-workers, friends, family members that are sapping his energy. And there's a lot of, they're making him emotionally confused as well, right? But there's going to be a break, a big break. He has brain fog, right? He needs room to breathe right now. Yeah, he's in his comfort zone. He's being watched and monitored because people can see, or other, I'm going to get deep now. People can see his like the entities that are aware of his light, even though he is not quite aware of it yet, although he will be, I feel like, moving into next year, the year after. So it's got really nothing to do with you. This is new territory for him, okay? So let him go through this spiritual transformation. You guys may meet in the middle, I'm hearing somewhere. He's really being shown in his community who he needs to release here, okay? All right. Next person is LH49279. Who's that? Who's that? You know what I do like about YouTube? When you watch a reading, it doesn't tell you how many subscribers they have like it used to, until you go into their account, which I think is a really clever idea, because a lot of people go, oh, they've only got like 10 subscribers. I'm not going to watch their videos. They mustn't be that great, and move on to like another channel. So I think it's really good that YouTube have done that. Maybe they've got feedback, or they've just recognized that people who are trying to like be up and coming and that are really good. I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about in general, right? So they're not putting like how many subscribers until you like, I don't know, Marissa, that is not your question. Okay, so we have LH49279. I don't know who that is. What's your name? Give me your name. Give me your name, because that's how it's coming up. What are some people's current perception of me? Okay. Okay. People, okay, don't shoot the messenger here. Some people feel that you hold on to grudges, or have, what's the word? like you hold on to things. Say if someone said something, it's like there's a need possibly for you to be more forgiving to others. There could be some mood swings here as well. There's change in your moods or in the way you emotionally express yourself. But people do see you as very like knowing yourself and independent on a paradoxal level here, okay? Because we've got like, some people feel that you hold on to grudges or that you're emotionally like moody. Let's just put it for, you know, put it as it is. But they also see you as quite graceful as well in another way, all right? And very like in charge of yourself. So what I would be asking now is how you can alter or change or manipulate your energy. So you can, I mean, you may feel emotionally, I don't feel emotionally the same constantly on an everyday basis, and I'm sure others don't either. So communication is really important here, how you communicate. We've got really strong masculine Taurus energy here as well. That could be significant in some sort of way. There could be a masculine that wants to come in and talk to you, but he won't. Maybe he feels you intimidate him, possibly. Okay, is there a masculine you want to connect with? There's some sort of intimidation, or you feel you may intimidate others because sometimes they don't know how they're going to get you, or they're going to get you like on a good day or on a bad day. 10-10. So, you know, there is a person, I do feel there's a masculine. I need to open the door because it's super hot. There's a masculine here coming through. Thank you, Stella. There is, okay, let's look at this masculine. Pisces, Taurus. Sometimes you're seen as an ice queen, okay? Sometimes you're seen as like that Queen of Swords who's very direct. There's someone here that's mirroring your energy, that wants to connect with you. Who is the person that wants to connect with you? Yeah, they want to work with you. It could be someone at work. They want to work with you to grow something. They want to be you, I'm hearing. Okay, so obviously not everyone sees you in the same way. Some people, and that, you know, obviously it depends upon how well you know certain people. You may know people very, very well, and you can talk to some people like I do, you know, my close friends at work. I talk to them, but I wouldn't talk to them the same way as I do just somebody I don't know very well. So you are viewed and perceived in different ways by others. There is a masculine here that wants to come in but hasn't come in to talk to you right now or yet. Possibly about something in particular. What does this person want? They want to work with you. Yeah, they're being patient here. Oh, are you single or coupled? Because I've got the Ace of Cups. I do feel this is romantic. Whether you're coupled or whether you're single, someone wants to come in and express something in a loving way to you. What's stopping them from doing this? Yeah, it's not the right time yet. It's not the right time for this to happen. Yeah, it's not the right time. That's all I'm getting here, okay? Now, if you're coupled and you've been with this person for a while, there could be an engagement coming in. If you're single, someone sees you as a gift. That's how I'm going to put it. Someone sees you as a gift, and you may intuitively know who this is, because we do have the High Priestess card and we've got the Ace of Swords. That's just, and that's the truth. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Yeah, someone wants to come in towards you. I'm getting strong Aquarius with you, or Scorpio, Cancer or Pisces is coming through, okay? Someone has got a lot of love to give. There's a reason why they're not coming in, and they just don't feel it's the right time. They're worried about rejection. They're worried that you're going to reject them. You could work with this person. They're not showing me too much about that. Okay, let's pull some oracle cards for you. How do people see you? How do people see you? Some people see that sometimes you can be distracted, but really it's not distraction. For you, it's like you don't waste your time with people that are not like vibing with your energy, basically. So if you're distracted or you're distracted around someone, just be aware that you're not being perceived as rude. If you're distracted by someone, it's just because you don't want to be in their energy. And that's hard sometimes, like at work, right? Especially if you're just working with people that, you know, you don't vibe with, or you're just there because you work with them. You can get distracted. So that's coming through here. Because you're not really interested in anything they've got to say, okay? Okay, so we've got two paths ahead, which means that you are going to definitely come to a fork in the road when you're going to start aligning with people that are more spiritually aligned to what you need to do and how you need to grow in this human existence, okay? And this integration, this is what's happening right now, okay? Yeah, you're moving away from devil energy or being led astray, or you want to help other people move away from that devil energy. Interesting, which could tell me that you're a teacher, you're a healer, you're someone who wants to help others to move away from devil energy. Yeah, you're a spirit, you're definitely a spirit teacher, you're a leader here, you're a channeler. Okay, now I don't know if you've done any channeling before from your crown chakra or meeting your spirit guides. If you have, continue to do so. If you haven't, I would start, okay? You're going to start getting messages from spirit. Channel that knowledge. You can be viewed as being critical to others as well, but you're not, like, you're not judging them. You're just like, yeah, so watch your words, I would say, like how you speak to other people, how you process information. Meditation would be very good for you right now. There's something about improving your meditation here, which brings me back to the collective I did at the beginning, like meeting new spirit guides and creatures. Okay, there's something about animals. I saw a white owl in my meditation. I have 2 white owls on this card here. Okay. 3 white owls. Some Libran energy is coming through. Owl spirit is coming through heavily. The deer spirit is also coming through. Like, don't be too hard on yourself. You are who you are. You can channel your knowledge and wisdom, though, to heal others. So there's a new possibility here moving into 2026 where you're able to channel to help others, to heal. Yeah, to co-create with spirit. To support others' freedom, trust in the magic, white raven, okay? Use your mind wisely. It's something about needing to divert or change your energy, so it doesn't matter necessarily what others or how others view you. It's how you view yourself, what you want to bring to the world, right? Okay. Elaine, post your first question after Elaine's reading. Before Divine Timing's reading, I will be having a break. Then we'll do Stella's reading. So I've got a few donations right now. All right. What is my current spiritual energy? Ooh, now, this is going to be very interesting, I'm hearing. Things are going to start getting interesting, I'm hearing. Yeah, your mind is being opened to new communication, I'm hearing. Look at that. There's something about a new relationship with a new guide, just like I was talking about, you know, obviously it's not, you know, on a romantic level. We've got eternal union, new love is forming, a new way of loving yourself, a new way of understanding yourself, things hitting you like in your third eye, I'm hearing as well. You could be getting a lot of headaches, Elaine, or like just new downloads or really unusual, strange dreams that you haven't had before. A lot of it could be to do with your past life with a lover, or even your future lives. Yeah, look at that, oh my God, third eye vision. Yes, thank you, Spirit. So there's something about your mind is going to be completely expanded here, with your third eye is just like breaking wide open. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And a lot of it's got to do with this card, this eternal union. You are definitely estranged from your twin flame right now, okay? You're going to get dreams about past lives with your twin flame that are so vivid, it's going to seem like you're there, that it's real. There's something about, thank you God, thank you angels, I want to say. There's something here about getting new insight about a twin flame and huge downloads. And your higher self being able to even telepathy, you know, telepathy is with the third eye, so telepathy, I know that's one of your gifts. I want to say one of many, Elaine. There's some sort of spiritual hit coming through. Like hugely, hugely. Show me third eye. Yeah, you've been waiting for this for a long time. You've been patiently waiting, but your wait is over. Yeah, and it's because you've had to disengage, I'm hearing, from possibly from your twin flame, okay? Yeah, to be able to explore your shadow energy. And now in 2026, moving forward, you're reclaiming your mind, you're reclaiming your higher self, and you're going to start getting loads of information, especially 2026, because this adds up to a 6, this eternal union, the lover's energy, where you're going to understand why you had to be separated, why you had to break free the devil in the reverse in this life. And it's going to bring you a lot of clarity and wisdom. And it's a lot to do with like patience and learning patience. It's a lot to do with also I'm hearing like protection for something. They're protected or you're protected. It's a lot to do with self-empowerment and knowing you can do things on your own and you can move on, like, and you can be on your own. And that, yeah, thank you God, yeah, thank you Spirit. Third eye, there it is. This is the only deck I have with the chakras in it. And look at what's come out of all these cards and all the chakras, the third eye. So that's just Spirit clarifying on that number 6 that I'm on the right page here. I would do loads of, I would just continuously do third eye meditations. I will send you a new new music that I'm going to start to use on hopefully a daily basis to meditate through, okay? And my body was completely alive with energy. All my chakras were buzzing. My crown chakra was open. Just everything was, the visions were amazing. I could feel it, touch it, taste it, smell it almost, okay? So I'm going to send that to you. Eddie, if you want me to send that. Yeah, because you're stepping into this like completeness here in regards to knowing yourself through your third eye. through your higher self, and understanding not only of yourself, but why you had to be separated from your twin flame. Post your second question. Yeah. And there's the twin flame card. No way. Yeah, judgment. It's time this happened. It's time the truth came out. It's time you were faced with truths. So your meditations will be a lot about your past and your future lives, where you come from, where you're going to eventually go back to. When you leave this life, this human life on earth, where you're going to, and that your twin flame will be there with you, right? Just have that knowledge, that integrous, I'm hearing. So integration, knowing that that is a surety, okay? I don't know how in-depth I'm going to go in a 5-minute reading, Elaine, but we'll see how we go, okay? In-depth reading, yeah, might be a full hour reading for you in the future if you want to. Let's see your main theme. What's your main theme? What deck should I use? Wisdom of the Oracle is always a great deck to use for a theme. Okay. Main theme for Elaine Spirit for 2025. Okay, that's it. Oracle message for 2025. 2026, sorry, I am doing 2026. Okay. First quarter. Second quarter. Third quarter. Ooh. Nice. And last quarter. Nice. This is really, really nice. So love and money. I mean, I said that love and money for you. There's the Judgment card again. That's what you don't see coming. We'll clarify that in a second. 2026, I'm just getting chills all around my face. My third eye is, I'm very, very, my whole head has just went like energy, really weird, okay? Do lots of meditating, just from now moving forward. Ask for new guides to come through. Ask to see your future, ask to see your past, right? For knowledge, for wisdom, for lessons, for learning, okay? There's something here about you really, in the whole of 2026, and this is a really, really beautiful energy that is coming in for you, that you're going to change something and make some sort of decision. With this, indecision came out in reverse, so rabbits may be significant. Empress energy with that rabbit, and High Queen of Pentacles energy also has a rabbit on the card, right? But the freeze, you've been in the freeze. Does everyone know that fight or flight? Well, I added another F to it last year when I talked about this often. Flight, flight, or freeze, okay? Fright is also freeze. So there's been some sort of fear in 2025, and you're moving that, you're changing that, you're shifting that out. That's shifting out of your life. Some sort of indecision and fear is shifting out, and you're not frozen anymore, which means you're actioning something, and you're cleaning up your home, your body, your temple, right? Your physical, your spiritual, your emotional. It's a huge year of cleanup energy, okay? First quarter, we have 7 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. This has got a lot to do with your commitment to the tangible world, all right? Your job, what you do to make money, lessons that you've learned from the past, mistakes and failures as you see them in regards to finances, and being more committed to getting secure in your own sense. Yes, we do live on earth. Yes, money is amazing. And yes, you can do money spells and things like that. I do not condone it at all. I do it myself. We have not been put on earth for, I watch this woman on YouTube, I won't say who she is, but she goes on about how you don't need money to survive, and yes, you probably don't. She doesn't, that's great. But money is a resource. We've been put on earth to not just enjoy the nature and, But the time frame, you know, money has always been around since, you know, money's going to change in the way we see it and view it in the future, in the near future, but we won't go there. But this is like a, you know, we've been put here to experience the joys we can have with the money we make and the money we can spend and what we can buy, okay, in this timeline, right? So there's something here about you enjoying what you have so you can create more of the good stuff, okay? So it's actually going to be a very tangible year for you in regards to finance, work, and love. Wheel of Fortune, May, June, July, we have here something lucky coming in for you. You also have towards like September, August, September, you've got the Lover's energy, so love, romance coming in, good connections with others, and towards the end of the year, some sort of new opportunity opening up, possibly to do with money or what you've committed yourself to at the beginning of the year. There's something new opening up at the end of the year as well. But I think the main message here is like you're actioning something. You're being action orientated here. You're taking risks, you're taking new opportunities. You're not emotionally as confused possibly as you were in 2025, trying to find the answers to things. Yeah. And, you know, there still may be a lot of answers, especially in regards to emotional things, but you're not looking for it, right? You're more so like just embracing the tangible. And love is coming in because you've got the Two of Cups here. I would just say be careful with this new relationship, because I just saw like the first time I've seen this, they've both got clips in their hair, but when I looked at it, it looked like devil energy. All right. So you may need to set some boundaries with a person that's coming in, with a new friend, I'm hearing. Okay, someone possibly you meet through a career. It doesn't have to be romantic. Just be careful with that energy, okay? You need to set some, oh wow, yeah. Oh yes, I'm still getting over the flu. I'm nearly over it. See, at the top of his head, he's got devil's horns as well. And then if you look at this from a distance, it looks like devil's horns, okay? So there's something here about someone coming in who's not all they say they are, but you're wise onto this, okay? Easy for you to wise onto this. You'll make it to your advantage. It's almost like a boss coming in and wanting you to work your socks off and do overtime, but not really give you any reward or recognition. It's that type of energy, and you're like, okay, I'll show you what I can do, but I'll be smart with it. So you turn it to your advantage. So it's something you're going to be turning to your advantage, and it's more to do with a connection, not necessarily like romantic. There is romance coming in though here. I just wanted to get more about this romantic person coming in, especially with the Lovers being here. Yeah, you're changing the way you communicate with yourself, the way you communicate with others. You're being very open. You're being strategic as well, though. You're putting yourself first more in 2026. Okay. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Something's coming in that's bringing a lot of sweetness. It's got a lot to do, 2026, with thinking in a different way, thinking differently about people around you, relationships, putting yourself first, right? Empress type of energy. Yeah, you're closing a lot of doors at the end of this year. You're definitely stepping into a new you, okay? Someone who's got a lot of fire in their belly here, Elaine. Very passionate, going after your dreams. A lot to do with career. You got the Hierophant again at the bottom of the deck, okay? There's a lot to do with career here and new beginnings and strength within your job, okay? Really strong year for career. Okay, divine timing, you are next. Let me know that you're there. Divine timing, let me know that you're there. If anyone's jumping on now, I do donations before the free reads. Those who donate and donate through the live, I will do their readings first. But we do have a free list, okay? Um, Elaine, thank you. I hope that that made sense to you. I'm sure it did. Okay. Okay. Divine timing. If divine timing is not here, we'll move on to Eddie. 1010 on the screen for someone out there. Okay. Eddie! Thanks, Eddie. So you will be next, Eddie. If divine timing comes here, they will have to go after you now, okay? Because I don't know where they are. So question one. Okay, question one, let's do it. Question one. I'm going to have a quick break though, and I will sit and ruminate on your question one. You know what I'm picking up with you? I don't know why and if this is going on in your life. Tell me if it is. There's something about a watch, but you're thinking about what to buy Stacey for a Christmas gift. That's just the first thing that came up. And there's something possibly about a watch. So maybe that's, you know, about setting boundaries, like you said, about, you know, giving the relationship some time. I don't know if the watch is literal or whatever. There's something about you setting, yeah, there's something about you buying a gift as well. Okay, we're going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I'm just going to shuffle them. Spirit's just saying to me, before I'm going to have a break in a second before we do your reading, but Spirit's just saying to me, what part are you playing in this? And there's an understanding, or you needing to be more compassionate or understanding in some capacity without being used as a doormat. But what part are you also playing in this? Is it your way or the highway, or is it compromise? So Spirit's asking you to ask yourself that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I want to say that either, whatever you're doing. Okay, your cards are ready. I won't be long. Okay, Eddie, 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 Eddie. Eddie, Noxie, thank you. I'll put you on the list. Eddie, let me know that you're there. I was just downstairs and I saw an interesting thing outside. So it must have something to do with you and your reading. Okay, so I saw two birds sitting in a tree together, and on another in another tree there was another bird, but it was just watching these two birds together. So I don't know if there's some sort of jealousy going on with her, or like accusations, or you have a female friend you're contacting and they're accusing you of something, or there's some sort of jealousy going on, possibly. Let me know if that's the case. But then they flew away, and they flew away all together, which talks about compromise. Okay. Interesting. You're questioning right now, is this my soulmate, or is this person not for me? Which came out in the reverse. You still see the, I just hurt my hand as well when I sat down. It's almost like, don't like bite the hand that feeds you, or she's biting the hand that feeds her. Not literally, but she's like, isn't seeing a sure thing, or isn't seeing like appreciation. Something about there's appreciation. So I do feel there's someone else watching you and her, or something interfering. You could have got a message, or she could have got a message that you're aware of. It could have been like you're sitting together, watching, having a nice romantic dinner or whatever, and she gets a message. I do feel there's somebody else involved, and you're questioning this now. You're questioning, yeah, is this my soulmate? Is this my soulmate? I'm not sure. All these messages. You're not overthinking this though, because you're using your intuition, right? Things will fall into place as they're supposed to, probably before the end of this year. Yeah, you're not putting her on a pedestal like you used to, or like you used to possibly put other people in your past relationships on pedestals. Like you're seeing she's not appreciating what she has in front of her, possibly right now. Okay, yeah, look at that Seven of Swords energy. So whatever messages that are coming in from, like, let's see what these, masculine energy, yang energy. So I do feel that either there's one person bothering her, you're using your intuition, you're watching this from afar. Or someone else is watching you and her from afar to see what happens. Maybe someone's in the wings, like waiting for the relationship to break down. That is possibly something you're worried about, so that she would just move on. You feel that she would just move on, if that was the case, to somebody else. Yeah, Three of Swords. So this is affecting your heart chakra. Baby's just started crying across the road. It's affecting your happiness. It's affecting the growth of the relationship. There's a child immature, like, Page of Swords. There's some sort of childlike immaturity about her, where she's, the Page of Swords is not cautious with his communication. He just takes it in. So there's a naivety here of her. Yeah, strength. It's almost like you're a lot stronger than this. You're the magician. Spirit's saying to realize that twin flame energy. You're not sure now if this is your person. The Justice, Libra energy. You're using your Libra in your chart, right? You're analytical, very smart, mind to say there has to be a judgment call, either a rebirth or an end to this. And it's causing a lot of conflict, these communications that she has. Yeah, the Tower. 10 of Cups. 8, 8. I'm not picking up on her feelings here too much. It's mainly yours. It's something like you may have said, I'm not going to stand for this. There's something about standing for something. You may have said, I'm not going to stand for this. You may have literally said that to her. And you're trying to move mentally away from overthinking this situation. 6 of Swords. But you're not going to entertain this 3 people in a relationship. Oh, wow. You do love her. There's a card behind that 1010 on the screen. You're not entertaining this extra energy, whoever this is. And you'll go, here's you, the Fool, just going whatever. Okay, but I think it's a whatever. I think you've got to the point in your spiritual growth that you're like whatever, or things that you've been through, right? If it doesn't turn out to be successful. So it's almost like a what do you do now with this energy type of thing here. You're getting clarity. Possibly through this reading you're getting clarity. Yeah. You're possibly not willing right now to transform or transmute your, your energy as you're ascending and awakening, and this is all part of it with her at this point. But I do feel that she'll be coming in with an apology. What's her next action? Something about muddying the waters, I just heard. Something's muddied the waters, and she's going to try and put it right or make it right. Because you've detached here. And it's important to, there's been, she's gonna come in with some sort of apology and try and make things more balanced. But there is a need to get to know this person a lot more than you know her right now. Yeah, I don't think you're worried about it. 9 of Swords in the reverse. It's just annoying to you that you feel that this next stage you're going into may not be with her. Because you're also changing at the same time, right? But in a more elevated way, where you're possibly not able to take her with you on this new journey, on this Fool's journey, right? Because the work, because the most important thing to you is that you're mentally okay. Eight of Pentacles. You don't want the conflict. 5 of Wands in reverse. You just want her to work harder on herself, on her spiritual growth, on herself, right? And if she's not willing to mentally, you've already moved on here. 2 of Cups in the reverse. The Lovers in the reverse. Because you've been through enough. The Emperor in the upright. Yeah, you've been through enough. So yeah, the ball is in her court. There may be disappointment coming in for you. I'm just going to be blunt there. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it is what that is, right? What's your second question? Stella, I did get your donation, thank you. I'm still doing others' readings. Divine Timing has not come back on. I'm doing Eddie's reading, Stella, and then you're next. What do I need to know between now and the new year? Let's have a look. There's something about winding it back, being still, going slow. There's some sort of like tapping back into your, like myself, I lost my way a little bit in the past couple of weeks. I've been sick, and I just didn't want to do a lot of tarot. I didn't want to do a lot of spiritual stuff. I digressed a little bit. I went off, not on a different path, but I just stood still. Very like Knight of Pentacles type of energy. So something about you standing still right now. Okay. All right. Flexible. Be flexible with yourself. This is the Judgment energy as you rebirth. There's a lot of fatigue coming in, or has already been for you. You're definitely picking up with my energy. So if you've had COVID, which I had, or the flu, or whatever you want to call it, yeah, you're not willing to, oh wow, that just popped down on the table. You're not willing to sacrifice your heart chakra here. Spirit wants you to know, don't sacrifice your heart chakra. Be gentle on yourself, okay? Happiness. 2026. You're looking forward to 2026. You're looking I'm hearing you have a lot of plans. You have a plan of attack, Spirit's saying, or to spend the rest of the year to make a plan of attack for next year. Like, keep it simple, Spirit's saying, like 3 particular things you will be, definitely 3 things that you will be really focusing on next year. So even though right now there's some feeling of disloyalty in your heart chakra, be gentle to yourself. Yeah, there's that 7 of Swords energy again. Some mass have fallen. Yeah, oh my God, the fork in the road. Yes, that's what I just said. There's that fork in the road, the need to stand still, that Knight of Pentacles energy. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. So I feel that there'll be some sort of family. Interesting, you got the card of 26 and 27. Yeah, look at that. Between Worlds, you've got the Between Worlds card. And there's the Fool cards. You're going through, definitely, what I've been going through. And like I said to Joan, we're integrating energies here, me and you. I feel that you've probably been going through a lot of things that I am physically, spiritually, where you're determined to live in the present, I want to say as well. Not take any BS from people. You're stepping into this new timeline in 2026 in a very truthful, honest way in regards to your emotions. So it's almost like you're being very open and honest with people that are coming into your life next year. Whether they like it or not, at least you're being honest with yourself, right? If you towards them. So something here about loyalty. Owls are very significant in your reading. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 owls here. 5, yeah. So this, I do feel, and I said before, to do with Stacey, there is disappointment here. But it's like you're saying, well, at least I got me. At least I was loyal to me and had integrity to me and what my needs are. At least I was fair to myself. I do feel some family time coming up. I don't know if you're going to your parents for Christmas, but there's something possibly about vacation or travel coming in. I think that Stacey's going to be very stubborn and probably or possibly not come towards you between now and the end of the year. There is like a, yeah, but then there's like an apology coming in, or but it's a page, right? So it's not, it doesn't feel sincere. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm sorry, but I'm rethinking the relationship. And this may be you saying this or her saying this. I'm not sure if this is for me or you're for me or the connection is here. Twin flame in the reverse. But for you, I feel there's still like a lot of happiness coming in, because that 10 of Cups has come out twice. Yeah. There's the Strength card again. You have too much spiritual strength. There's a lot of putting yourself first, okay? A lot of putting yourself first and your family first. There's the Judgment energy. You're having a rebirth, okay? You're not entertaining, you're not entertaining other people's energy if you're in a relationship. You know what you want, but there is a need here to be gentle with yourself, Mr. Hermit, okay? Let's have a look. So, you know, reflection. I mean, we talk about this all the time. What else have we got? Chakra energy, crown chakra, connecting with your spirit team. Doing more meditation, yes. I mean, those who are of spiritual, I want to say, those whose mission or purpose to be here to support and help others with doing what we do, like what I do, what you need to possibly do more of, is going to be a lonely life. Even when you're around a lot of people, you feel alone. You'll continue to feel like this, Eddie. It's all part of what you're here to do. There's something about what you are here to do, all right? But you are having a new beginning. There's that Fool card again. Wow, how interesting. There's a new relationship coming in next year. I mean, it can be with Stacey, but I don't like to sugarcoat my readings. Perhaps she isn't just on the right path for you right now. And I'm also hearing like people are who we are. We want them to change because they want to change, not because we want them to be different. And the Fool to the world is like the whole story. I think this is Spirit just saying, yeah, your story from the Fool to the world in tarot, in life, in this human life, is to connect with Spirit. But, you know, there is love for you as well. I'm also hearing be careful what you wish for. You've got a Queen of Pentacles coming in. And that's the truth. And there's the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. You've got a Queen of Pentacles coming in. And the Star is with that. And the High Priestess is also with that. That's what you don't see coming. I mean, it can be Stacey. I'm not feeling who it is. I'm not feeling it. I'm not going to like say it's her definitely. It could be a new connection, or it could be a new like understanding of each other. That was your reading, Eddie. Stella, post your first question. Divine timing. I just have to ask if they're here because they donated, but they've gone. So Stacey is really going through. Actually, it didn't really show me a lot here about her. It was mainly about what you're feeling and her energy. But there is this like coming in, but not in a grounded, I want to say in a very emotional way. It may be you that makes the decision to cut this off. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Divine timing. No, you can go divine timing because Stella's got 3 questions. So it will be like at least 20 minutes while I'm doing her readings, okay? About 15 to 20 minutes for Stella's questions. So yeah, so there's that immaturity which you probably won't want to deal with. It's like, no, I can't do this type of energy. Let's open some more cards. As I go into this week, I will be on live every day, guys. I want to do some 2026 readings. I'm trying to figure out what sort of format to do them in. that is going to be beneficial for everyone. You know, whether to do it by month, whether to do it by quarter, probably, you know, first 3 months of the year, etc. People like that shit, so I got to put on what people like, right? Okay. Divine timing. Question, please. So that's the first time in today that I've been doing the readings that a dog has, come in. So that's got something to do with you, divine timing. I mean, you could have an animal, but it's metaphorical. Someone's bark is worse than their bite, I want to say. Okay. Hi, loving it. I didn't realise. I will do yours shortly. What to expect between now and January? I feel someone's going to come in, to be honest, with a lot to say. I can't ignore that dog. He's gone now. He's ran away. Someone's bark is definitely worse than their bite. So if someone's aggressive or wants their own way in something, I'm also picking up. Just to let it be, right? Stick to your, I want to say, morals, ethics, and decisions. It's just white noise, right? I just feel that there's this person here. Yeah. Just going to get a few cards for you on the side here. You just keep going with what you like. There is something trying to distract you because they don't want you to do something. It's not that you don't want to do it, like they don't want it, because there's something to do with like it's going to alter their trajectory of what's going on in their life. Or you don't give something to someone. And it could be something to do with money as well. I feel it's more tangible. Okay. Oh, and they've come back. So this person might keep coming in and out, trying to like put their point across about something. Okay, what's here, Spirit, please, for divine timing? Between now and the end of the year. Oh, nice. Woo. You got the 10 of Pentacles. Something you thought was blocked. Some sort of bonus even. Could be tangible. Could be literal money coming in towards you. I'm seeing like a holiday as well. I don't know if you booked a vacation or you thought about doing it. You're going to have the money to do it, I'm hearing, okay? Something that you thought was blocked to you is coming in, is opening up. There's a doorway opening up to a new source of income. It can be that you're getting a promotion, a pay rise, a bonus. It can be that like something's opening up where you're like, I could do that. I'm going to start a channel or a shop or something here. You could also be discussing this with family or with someone else, okay? Or this could be with someone else. Something's been holding you back from like making something or making or creating something. More wealth, definitely. More abundance in some kind. You've been patient. You've been waiting for this to happen. Virgo energy, Pisces. You've been patiently waiting. You've possibly been praying for something. If you've been praying for something, divine timing, it's coming in towards you. It could have a lot to do with a home, comfort. Because the 10 of Pentacles is about being, like the 9 and 10 of Pentacles, Virgo energy, but it's about being comfortable. April is going to be significant, possibly next year. Or February, April, February to April. Yeah, a time of lack is over. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is definitely has to do with money. You feel that you can accomplish anything. You feel that the lack of energy is over as you step into the end of the year and into the new year. There could also be a masculine close to you that is on the same page as you, that is like, yeah, I agree with you. We could do that. We could do this. You could also be looking, I'm hearing like investments, or like say if you've got a financial advisor or something like that, to put your money somewhere that it's going to grow or benefit you. So just like use your discernment, of course, on that. You've got the Hierophant. It's almost like you're moving into 2026 being very disciplined. Being very disciplined with what you want to put all your energy into, okay? Remember we have, this is interesting because the Hierophant is ruled by, oh, is it, who is it? I'm sure. Anyway, I'm just getting Saturn here. You got the key to something here. It could even be a home. But you got the key to something new here. Show me an Ace, Spirit. Two of Cups. Whatever you're doing to start the new year, you're connecting with people that are wanting to do what you do, wanting to know, to connect with you. So there's some amazing connections coming about. So if abundance means to you having more friends and being like around people that are like-minded and free-spirited, I'm hearing, okay? The Sun, yeah, look at that connection again between these two people. And if you're single, you could definitely be meeting someone next year, all right? But this has got a lot to do with something you are disciplined. And I was going to say Saturn in conjunction with Neptune is all through till 2027, which is about basically what's real in the way we view it, isn't, all right? But there's a lot of growth to be had with new relationships here. There's the Ace. Yeah, the Lovers. You know, if you're single, you're definitely meeting a relation. You're having a relationship, okay? If you're already coupled, you're very much, next year is going to be a huge year for healing within your relationship and for reconnecting at a very spiritual level. I am single, okay, yeah, so you're definitely meeting someone here. There's no doubt about it. It's going to change your life in an amazing way. An amazing way. They could be a bit older than you. You could meet them in April or between April and August. Yeah. And this person, you have so much in common. It's almost like this person is your mirror. You don't feel alone anymore, okay? You're going to meet this person. Wow, yeah, they're going to change your life. The Tower. You've had a lot of disappointments in love before. This is your ride or die. Wow. This is beautiful. Yeah, Spirit's bringing this person in for you. You need this person. They need you. You need them, okay? So you have, next year is a lot about love. It's a lot about, you know, whatever you're disciplining yourself, whatever you're committing to in regards to work or study. And this beautiful 2 Aces now. Could be a Sagittarius as well. Double Sag here. Okay? And it's time that this happened in the right time. So 2026 is all about love for you. And it will carry on 2027 to 2028. This is like a big relationship, a committed relationship in your life. All right, these are extra messages for you, Divine Timing. Stella, get ready with your first question. You are a healer, okay? And this relationship now, I've pulled all the cards, has shown me that you're going to be healing to this person and they're going to be healing to you. Your mind is going to be refined and sharp, so don't worry about, you know, whatever you're learning next year, whether it's a new job or study or whatever you're doing. You're going into, you know, we're in Aquarius energy, you're using that to your advantage. Keep going. Keep going with whatever you're doing it. You're doing it and you're supposed to be doing it. You're at the right timeline. All these cards are perfect. okay? There's a lot of abundance coming in for you. There's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of new people, right? And there's definitely a relationship here, a committed relationship. Maybe that's what you're committed to, but I feel this is more than just the relationship. All right, that was your reading. Stella, post your first question. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Jenna. I still have a huge list. I don't think I'll get through everyone today. I am doing donations still. Stella, you are first. Post your question. You do have a lot to be grateful for, and there's a lot coming up for you that's amazing. Stella, where are you? Stella, Stella, Stella. What's here for Stella? Please, Spirit, thank you. Stella, let me know that you're there. I will not do your reading unless I know that you're there, because I'll just move on to Noxie. Because she said she was falling asleep before, so if she doesn't get a reading, she can email me. Okay. She fell asleep again. Yeah, again. Exactly. Maybe. Okay, let's just clear the energy while we're waiting. Stella, Noxie, with your question in case Stella's gone to sleep. Okay, okay, Noxie, there's someone or something in your energy. I don't feel anything with it yet. So I'm going to pull the Moonology cards. Loving it. I didn't do your reading yet, so you'll be after Noxie if Stella doesn't come back in. Razia, I don't know whether I'll get to you today unless you donate, but we'll do our best, okay? Right, okay, so I want to do sort of like the energy right now and not focus too much on like 2026. Spirit's saying like there's still something that you need to either hear about, make a decision about. This reminds me of the Deer card in this deck, so I'll use this in a second. But it's like something's foggy. There's something in your energy. You're not sure of like the decision you're going to make about it or the person. There's a lack or a loss of faith in your guides or guidance here, spiritual guidance. But there's going to be like a resolution to whatever this is, okay? You're going to get the information you need. You need to have more faith here. That prosperity, it will lay ahead, okay? There's something here, Taurus energy, Leo energy. Right, so you need to be more confident. There's a card that I didn't pick up with this deck. And it is, if you're worried about whatever this is, whatever outcome is going to happen, nothing will come of it, okay? So nothing will come of something you're worried about, okay? Now I saw the Deer, which is the vulnerability. So there's a need to have more confidence here. There's a need to set your boundaries with yourself and others, definitely. There's a need to be more patient in spirit, with spirit, knowing that things will happen when they're supposed to. So you may even go into the new year in 2026 still not feeling like you have a resolution. Thank you, Elaine. And I hope you have a good sleep. Yeah, look at this indecision. The freeze. You're in the freeze right now. Fight, flight, or freeze. You're like frozen in time here. Not knowing, like fork in the road energy, not knowing which way to go. And Spirit's saying, have faith in Spirit that things will happen in the right time. And you're praying here. You're hoping that things will change. White birds have been significant. You have purpose. Spirit wants you to know that you have some sort of purpose here. Maybe you're trying to figure out, what is it that you're trying to figure out, Noxie? You're trying to figure out what your purpose is? I'm picking up purpose. Show me, Spirit, what Noxie needs to hear. Don't go backwards. There's something about not going backwards. Not going back to old ways of doing things or old timelines. Capricorn, I'm picking up Capricorn. Yeah, you need to keep going, but avoid a tower, because if you go backwards, you could cause a tower. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, because Spirit will be like, no, you're not going the right way. I'm going to create a tower for you, so you redirect, which would take longer. Yeah, you're sitting in your comfort zone. That's the freeze. But Spirit's saying your bloodline, there's something about who you are, your ancestors. There's a need to look at your lack of in your life, like that Five of Pentacles energy where you feel lack of. This is something your bloodline has struggled with, that lack of energy. So you need to do more like positive affirmations to yourself, and everything is going to be okay. All right, time and patience with yourself is required, okay? Rabbits and rabbits, doves. We've got a cow or a bull here. Butterflies, transformation, change. Come to the surface. Yeah, okay. So the come to the surface card, the reason that, yeah, break free. The reason why I created the come to the surface card is you feel like you're drowning, but you can get out of this situation or lack of feeling by releasing yourself from the emotion that it brings, okay? And you can come to the surface and take a breath of fresh new air for the new year by releasing this lack of mentality, energy. I don't have enough, I can't do it, it's not for me, I'm not good enough, all those sorts of things, okay? And realize how powerful you are to create what you want. I'm seeing the Magician. Yeah, there is, okay. We're going to go down this road, are we, Spirit? Okay, we're going to go down the rabbit hole. We do have the rabbit's card where, and I only just realized this literally about 2 months ago. Once I realized it, probably a month ago, I started getting sick when I realized this. So when you realize this and you completely understand it, you might start feeling unwell or feeling a lack of energy and exhaustion. There is, oh wow, I'm getting heaps of downloads. Okay, there is an entity in the elite class of entities, in an evil entity, okay, that has been with you through many, many lifetimes, and it is still currently with you. And you need to release that from you because it has a grip on you. It doesn't want you to show, it doesn't want you to know how powerful you are, okay? And it creates obstacles for you to not grow and to not shine your light. I just want to say that, okay? So you know you have this entity. You are more powerful than it. I just want to say that. And this is happening a lot. And this is recreation, I'm hearing. So, like, there is a real need to tell this entity to leave you, right? You are, wow, you are in full control. Yes, you are in full control. And one of my purposes on this channel now, moving forward, and I've got the Soul Tribe card, which we are in Soul Tribe Tarot, to bring these messages to people, all right? So what you're being advised to do is be in that period of gestation now. Tell this entity, this energy, that they need to leave you now, that you've learned whatever lessons they brought to you, but you need to detach, the cord cut from your energy, from your entity. Yes, you do have an entity attached to you. And you will go into a period of gestation where you will regrow and rebirth, right? And become a new you. And this is why candle magic will be very good. Yeah, so cord cutting. No, not an external entity, a literal entity. A literal entity that is not wanting you to move forward, not wanting you. It's a dark entity that's not wanting you to shine your light. You need to tell it to leave. But when you do, yeah, and thing them with kindness. You can read what that says at the top, right? I can't say it on YouTube. I appreciate you being with me. I appreciate you, you know, possibly supporting this energy, this entity. Doesn't mean to say that it's that evil, that it is like completely brought loads of obstacles in your life. It's done things, it's the devil, right? It's done things to its advantage, and it's brought good things into you at the time, all right? A lot of people have dark energies attached to them. I've had one attached to me for many lifetimes, and I only realized I had one when I watched something on YouTube, and it occurred to me, oh my God, yes, exactly, that's what I'm going through. And was able to get it to leave, basically. But after it did, I felt so unwell for a while. So speak your truth. Speak to it, okay? Cord cutting would be very good for you. You're going to spend some time when this leaves you in alone time. So yes, this is what's going on here. And it goes on all the time with many people. The majority of people, all right? It's not about being targeted. The majority of people in this human world. You can call it your shadow. You can call it, but it's actually a literal entity, okay? Ask for help from your spirit guides. Thank you, Spirit. Chosen 144. And that was actually the YouTube video that I realised I had a dark entity attached to me. His channel, Chosen 144. Go watch Chosen 144. The channel, Chosen 144. You are blessed. You are blessed, and you have light, and you need to shine it, okay? And that was the YouTube channel that I got that message from. Crazy. You are going to be at center stage, right? You will pinch yourself. You're moving into some sort of different dynamic, but you have to release this energy. So pray, ask Spirit to guide you, cord cut this energy from you. Say that you've learned what you've needed to. You need to leave me now. I need to grow, and keep doing this, but it will leave you, okay? And then you might get unwell, all right? You may get unwell. Hi, ML. I had like COVID and had the flu, and I was sick. And then that was just some other entity, or the same one, and externally from me though, not within me anymore, trying to stop me from doing my channel and getting downloads. So it's something you just got to continue to work on releasing. Stella or Loving It, are you there? Stella or Loving It, let me know if you're there. Hi, Ermal, how are you? Stella or Loving It, Loving It. Will I be delivered from these spiritual attacks in the very near future? I need to get rid of this low vibrational energy, okay? See what I mean, Noxie? There's someone else online, and, you know, this is going to continue. All right, this card's just dropped out for you, Loving It. Ferris wheel. You feel like you're going round and round and you can't get off. Yes, that's what you just basically said. You need to cord cut. You need to ask your spirit guides for support and help. You need to talk to this entity. You need to talk to this energy and tell them they can leave now. Yeah, someone's put spell work on you. You need to possibly do some spells as well. Obviously, I only use spells that do not harm anyone in any way, but spell work is possibly needed here to deflect what's been put onto you, if that makes sense. And if you don't know what that is, cord cut from this energy, do some sort of ritual spells to release this energy. Yes, loving it, and you've probably been dealing with it. No, you need to do this yourself, loving it, but you've probably been dealing it for many lifetimes. So you need to cord cut. So go onto YouTube. Something's trying to stop me from talking. You need to shine that light. You need to shine your light all around, okay? Coffee and salt will be very, very good. They hate that, okay? Coffee bath, a salt bath, salt around your home, sage your home, cleanse your space, move the furniture around. Talk to the entity. Talk to it. Tell it that it's not welcome anymore. Shine your light out. Ask your angels and guides to come through, okay? Be persistent. Put yourself on a pedestal, right? Put yourself elevated. Elevate yourself, which talks about your higher self as well. Meditate on this. You may feel like drained completely, and like you feel, or you have felt like you've started to look older as well. Once this energy goes from you, and it will do, you need to just be persistent. No, I need you to do it yourself. Loving it, you need to, that's not one of my gifts. Let's just say, okay? You're drifting now. You're drifting off into something else. You need to own it yourself, okay? So don't drift and allow somebody else to try and do this, because they also have or possibly could have attachments, all right? So stop drifting with it. You need to ask it to leave yourself. It will leave, okay? It will leave. Don't think that because you're very powerful. You have the capacity to get rid of this, okay? There's something about truth here, being truthful to yourself. You have God's grace. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I wanted to say. You have God's grace. You have the grace. Yeah, your light blinds them. Thank you, Spirit. Your light will blind them. You white light yourself and tell them about it. Say, I am, speak it out, okay? Speak it out. Anything else, Spirit? Speak it out. Shine your light. God's grace. Thank you, Spirit. You have God's grace. Ask God for protection. You are gifted because it doesn't want you to grow, because you are gifted. So you have gifts. You need to trust in what I'm saying here. Okay? Your gift is telepathy, where you're able to connect with others on a spiritual level. One of your gifts, Spirit just said. Okay? And your mind is foggy now. It doesn't want you to be able to connect with Spirit. And it may be like, it may seem quite hard to connect with your higher self and your guides and God when you first, initiate this Spirit to you acknowledge it. Tell, it's not wanting me to speak. Tell it that you know it is there, and tell it that it's not welcome there anymore. Thank you, Spirit. Okay? Coming on here will help you, Soul Tribe. Okay? I cannot do it for you. You need to do it yourself. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. And you got the same cards as Noxie got. Then you will be in a period of gestation where you will be able to relax. You possibly will get unwell, like a flu, cold, or something will, it's like the energy will leave you and you will be able to revive yourself. All right? Show up for you. Yes, Spirit, thank you. You need to show up for you. You need to do this yourself, basically, okay? That was your reading. I don't know whether Stella's there. She'll probably send an email later. Chanley or Jenna Possel. Chanley, Jenna or Possel, are you in the house? Chanley, Jenna, Possel. We've also got Aisha. Eve, Venus, Twin Soul. Who is in the house, please? Jenna, post your question. Stella must have gone back to sleep. I'll send her video. Hi, Sunshine. Thank you. Don't go away. Razia, thank you. Don't go away. Jenna, Sunshine, Razia, thank you. Clarity, thank you. Okay, what do I need to know about the new romantic energy around me recently? What's here? Okay, so before, oh damn it, I wish I'd have said it right, and I didn't know your reading was going to be about love, but Spirit did say to me there's something very sexual coming in for you. There's a sexual energy, there's a need, like you have a lot of physical, in that way, needs right now. They will be met, okay? Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Eight of Cups. You're going through healing and you're finding, obviously be careful with your energy, but sexual healing. So I'm getting that sexual healing. Marvin, is it Marvin Gaye? I don't know who sang Sexual Healing. When I get that feeling, I want sexual healing. If you can get, okay, there's something here about you wanting to take the emotion out of possibly intimacy. It will really help with your healing. Obviously, be very careful who you're sharing your energy with. All right. But you have something about needing love, wanting love, being lustful, wanting to have fun. I'm just going to say with it. All right. Be careful what you write in the feed. Okay. I have to be careful what I say. Then YouTube has held my videos for review sometimes and not released my lives, even though I've already done it. But anyway, yeah, the Lovers. Wow. The Lovers. You could also be connecting with someone from a different race or culture, but this is someone like you're very attracted to. You could be attracted to people with darkened skin as well. There's a lot of intimacy here. A lot of intimacy. There's something, yeah, let me just put it that way. There could be multiple people here as well. I'm just seeing all these lilies on the card as being people and not flowers, or this is you opening up spiritually, physically, etc. to connections. All right. So Jenna, Page of Rods, Spirit is saying to have fun right now. I think this is what you need, and it's possibly what you really want to do as well. And even though you're possibly disappointed with something that didn't work out in the future, you will ultimately meet someone, okay? Communication, but right now intimacy may be more important than meeting like a soulmate, okay? Maybe taking the communication out of things, putting more passion into it, okay? Yeah, I mean, that's really strong. So have a think about that. I mean, can you be intimate without the passionate, like without falling for someone and being in love with someone? Yeah, without the commitment. Thank you, Spirit. Hereford in the reverse. So I think there is the opportunity here, Ace of Swords, to be intimate without emotion. You've got the Three of Cups, the Tower, the Eight of Swords. Perhaps also you've had some friends say you need to get out there and like, you know, have fun. You know what I mean? And you're like, I'm not sure if I can do that. And if that is your story, if your friends have said that to you, okay. then this is your clarification that yes, you can do that, okay? But it's something you possibly need for yourself in a physical level right now. And Spirit's saying to think about it. Okay. There is a masculine coming in, definitely. Yeah. You may feel like you're cheating on your ex, if that makes sense, even though you're not. You may feel still some sort of loyalty towards him. Clarity. Clarity, post your question. So some sort of like feeling of disloyalty, even though you're not being disloyal. But that will change. Clarity, post your question, like that feeling will change. Yeah, that feeling will definitely change. Okay. I will be leaving the feed very shortly, guys. I've been on here for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I will take Sunshine and Razia next, but that's probably it. I will close the list now. Elaine has gone. Queen wasn't on, my moderator today, but I'm sure she'll be on tomorrow. I will be on tomorrow night. If you've missed your turn, I'm sorry. I can't get through, not always get through everyone. What's coming in for you soon? Straight away, I got some sort of risk. Like there's a risk coming in, like you have to make a decision and it's a risky decision. But everything's risky. Life is a risk, right? Every decision you make is a risk. So I'm seeing Fool card energy. Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, feminine energy, the Devil, Capricorn, double Capricorn. There's something coming in Capricorn season, which is the next season, right? We're currently in Sag season from the 22nd of December. So you're like, should I or shouldn't I? Right? Should I or shouldn't I do this? Okay, I don't know if you're working, but there's something like a change of direction within possibly your job, or you start looking for work and get offered something that is a risk, right? Taking a new job is a risk. I remember years ago, 5 years ago, I took a job and it was a risk, right? And it turned out to be a lesson that I had to learn to trust in myself more and not other people, because I trusted in someone else. I left my job and I went to work at this place and it was a disaster. And I ended up actually in a better job in the end. But it's a risk. It was a risk, okay? So there's a risk coming up that you may need to take or want to take. It could be a financial risk as well. So that's just a bit of a like, be careful. There could also be a child or a teenager or even a friend, right, that comes in and says, can you lend me some money? That could cause conflict if you did that, right? Definitely. So be careful with your finances. Yeah, I feel that there's someone trying to not bleed you dry, but this is almost like possibly around the Christmas period. Can you do me a favor? I don't have the money I need for presents for my child or whatever, okay? I don't know what, it could be anything. There's something about like them gambling that money, or just be careful who you lend money to. You're not going to get it back, and I can tell you that, right, if you do lend it. What else do we have? What's this Ace of Pentacles, Spirit? Yeah. An offer from a masculine, Emperor, possibly Aries. This could be your husband if you're married. You're also possibly doing something that this is that risk again. Seven of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Swords. You're being very strategic. Are you married or single? I just want to know that, okay? I feel that if you're married, there is definitely someone coming in that's going to be interested in you. If you're single, there's someone coming in that's possibly a bit older than you, but for some reason this person is a risk, but you're very attracted to them, and it's really important. The communication is amazing. So why is this a risk, Spirit? Maybe they've got some elements about themselves that are a bit you're not sure about. Just get to know them first, that's all I want to say. And definitely don't give them any money. They could be an Aries. Set your boundaries. You may have to set your boundaries with someone. I feel there's someone coming in that you may not necessarily be interested in. You may have like a fling with them or something. Or be intimate. This is stalker energy. Be very, very careful, okay? Who you're associating with. Because they may not want to leave you alone. Okay? Alright. And it could take a while to sort of get rid of them. Confirmation B. You are stepping into a more prosperous time financially though. There is some sort of fun coming up, or fun engagement I'm hearing. Spirituality is really important. Need to pray. Contact with your contact with your angels, with your guides. You're definitely interested in love. Just be very, very careful who you're giving it to, all right? Who you're paying attention to. Or if you find someone attractive and you don't really want a commitment, for example, they could like just not want to let you go, and it's like, yeah, there's a bit of weird energy there. Okay, thank you. And Sunshine, you are next. Sunshine, post your question. Sunshine, post your question if you're still there. Otherwise, Razia will do you as well, and that is pretty much it. I will be on tomorrow. Who do you see coming towards me in love? Who's coming in for Sunshine, possibly in 2026? Can she trust this person? What's going on? You could have been single for a while. Wow, there's been a lot of deception in your past here, okay? There's been someone who has really deceived you, really kept things hidden from you. You may not even know what this is, Miss Cancer, okay? You may not know what this person kept from you. So you've gone through a period of, it could be a while since you've been with anyone, like in a serious relationship, but you've gone through a period of healing here. And a period of strategy within your mind, right? So that you won't sort of like repeat this energy, this cycle. Yeah, there could have been, yeah, Two of Cups in reverse. There's definitely a relationship that went wrong, that went sour. Someone kept something from you. There could have been a third party involved. Like if you knew about it. If you didn't know about it, then it's not your story. But like there's something that was deceptive. Current energy. What is it you want now? You're ready for love now. I think that like it's been a while since you've like been in a committed relationship. I think you've done a lot of like meditation, work on yourself, healing, clearing your mind, conscious like meditations. And you're like, sort of like, should I or shouldn't I test the waters? Possibly even on a dating app or something like that. And there's your King of Cups. So this is you, Knight of Cups. I feel this is a masculine coming in, Sunshine. Like you're like unsure though still. You're like, should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? But like you've got a lot of love welled up in you, so you're ready to sort of like mingle. I think you will. So someone coming in passionately here towards you in the near future. Yeah, wow, the Lovers. The Lovers. Yeah, there could be Libra. This person is going to do the right thing by you, but you're going to be cautious, right? There's a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. So yeah, 2026 is definitely bringing a new person in. You've also got Gemini, Libra energy here, okay? Sagittarius. Ooh, Sagittarius. Yum. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, you've been through a very transformative mind, like, transformation. Hold on a second. It's been very disappointing that you haven't met your soulmate. You've got a lot of love to give, so do not like give up. April energy is coming through. Look at the soulmate card at the bottom of the deck, but this combined with that confusion in love as well. So there's still a bit of confusion in love, or how you feel about it. It's like you've got your life where you want it to be. You don't want to be burdened by it. You don't want like something that's going to be a nightmare. So get to know like everyone that you meet. Get to know them very well. I don't think that you're like really wanting like intimacy immediately. You want someone you can spend. Yeah, you want your soulmate, right? You want someone that's going to be committed. So I'm also seeing like you may not, like you said on the feed just then, you may not be interested in dating apps. However, there is dating apps there is apps out there or websites where you can meet people in your area, that you can join a group and people that are interested in what you're interested in, and like Spirit's saying, possibly you're going to meet them through there. Okay, that's coming through quite strongly. Razia. Is Razia there? And you will be the last Razia. I'm not taking any more donations or people today. It is nearly 9 p.m. guys, I think, where you are. So, or it is 9 p.m. So it's getting a little bit late in the weekday, on a weekday night. Razia, is Merced my secret admirer? We're not in a relationship, just my gut feeling. Okay, is Merced hitting on, crushing on? Thank you, Sunshine. Razia, what does Merced feel about Razia? Ooh, they think about you a lot. Yeah, I would say yes. Okay, they are your secret admirer. One of them, I'm going to say. Aries energy as well. They could be an Aries, they could be a Sagittarius. They're wanting to come and talk to you, but they're waiting for the right time to have the guts to, or like feel man enough to, I'm getting as well. Okay, this could be someone you know from work, or this person used to work where you work. This person has a lot of passion for you, but I'm not sure whether they want to commit themselves. All right, so they may want one thing here. They are coming in to talk to you, and there you are, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You don't have to be one of those signs. I would say there's a warning with this. I think that they are your secret admirer, but I think that they don't want to commit. So unless you just want to have a bit of fun, I'm not sure this person wants to commit. Okay, at this point. So there's a need to set a boundary maybe with yourself. I do feel that you'll be talking to this person about this. I'm just not sure commitments here, right? But they're definitely coming in. You've got a lot of people around you. There's a lot of happiness coming in towards you. Get to know this person. I feel that they are crushing on you. You possibly used to work with this person. They're possibly like a boss or a supervisor when you used to work with them. I'd remain positive about this, but they may, like, you may have to have a discussion. because they may like just want to like be intimate, if that makes sense, and not be committed. But just have fun. Maybe you just want to have fun with this. Maybe it will lead to something else, because you do have the 10 of Cups energy. There's a lot of people around you. I feel that you've been talking to a girlfriend, like a friend, platonic girlfriend, about this person. And like you just can't shake this feeling, this intuition that this person is digging on you, and they are. But I'm just not sure whether they want commitment. Okay. Emperor energy this is him. So older than you, possibly used to be someone of authority in your work. Yeah, I mean, you can do this, you can go with this. There's a lot of people here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You've got a lot of people around you. I think it's just generally you have a lot of people around you. I'm getting Sri Lanka for you as well. I'm picking up India as well for whatever reason. You can let me know if that resonates. Let's just pull an oracle to end your reading. All right. What's your energy? What do you need to know the most right now? Lay a solid foundation. Freedom is yours. Yeah, you are free right now. 3s are significant, okay? Take time out. Perhaps you need a vacation or time to yourself here. Hermit energy. Use your mind wisely. Don't overthink. This came up in the reverse. Like, you can do what you like. There's something about doing what you like or doing what you want, okay? And maybe you have to surrender to this passion if he comes towards you. It's up to you. That was your reading. Love and light to everyone here that's still on, and I will see you tomorrow.